traffic. Corner three. Scott good. Talk about the trust you have with your teammate. As soon as the ball went into Joel Embiid and he fumbled it, Mike Scott did the right thing. Joel Embiid, 7 assists, none bigger than this one.
Yo, but let's introduce ourselves, Mike. My name is France.
My name is Vlad. Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast. Thank you so
You know,
much, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We got over a decade into the culture, and we've been media for I want to say close to
That's
7.
it.
Way more.
No, I'm fuck. I was talking shit.
We've been media for like
I was
7
talking.
years. You know, I got to meet Vince Carter at Resolution, and he's a
Yep,
degenerate.
yep,
You know, I think you were at Lockdown,
yep,
right?
yep. I was at
Oh,
Gnome 9. I was at Chess First Saga. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Ill Will versus was it Ill Will versus Rum, that event. It was a 2-day event.
no 6, right?
Yeah, Queen Flip was joking on everybody on stage, brought me on stage.
Oh,
Right,
yeah, I
And
remember
that was Tink the Demon versus Swave. Swave went crazy. That was before Swave crazy. Swave went
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, I've been to a couple of events. You know, it's tough because during the season, we can't travel that much, so we gotta do our games. So during the summers, I try to get to the Gnomes or Summer Madness. I've never been to a Summer Madness, so
Wow.
I definitely I want to go to an RBE event.
that.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to John. I've been to Bullpen before, so yeah.
Yeah, no, RB is always a good time, man. But, let's give this guy the right introduction, man. Right?
All right, okay, I got you.
On the phone, we got Mike Scott,
Yes,
power
sir.
forward, Philadelphia 76ers, going down the resume, third team All-American 2012, right? First team All-ACC
Yeah.
2012. And Mike, let me say this. I got to be at the game last year, Game 4, Sixers versus the Nets on 4/20 on a Sunday evening. When you took the hearts of everybody in Brooklyn, and when you hit that shot, all I
Yeah.
thought to myself was Daylight Voice. Yo, he cold, bruh.
Yeah, that was a big shot. Crazy is I ain't even had to shoot it. We still had time left on the shot clock. We was up. We didn't really need a 3. I just shot that shit in cash. It was just instinct.
You had the Kung Fu Kenny on.
Yeah. They took my headbands away, man. They took my headbands away. It's crazy.
They
but
banned them
hopefully
joints now, man.
Yeah, they banned them, man. Hopefully it'll come back next year. I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh man, but all in all, yeah, you got the basketball resume, but you're really on the show because you're a battle rap degenerate.
Yeah, man. I've been watching battle rap I'm 31 now. So what? Middle school? Yeah, middle school. Yeah, freshman year of high school. I started out. It was this website before World Star. They was putting battle raps up there. It was Math versus Iron, some Fight Club battles. That Math was a little bitch. Like those battles. Of course, Serious Jones, Mook. They had Mook versus Jay Mills, Mook Party Artie. So that's how I really started. Like Jen, Serious Jones, Jen. Well, he's ain't it what 2 billion people? You can't even get part of them over there. Like
My God.
So those probably like the first battles I started like really watching. When Charlie Clips came back and killed Tay Rock. I got Tay Rock in a rematch though, but old battles like that.
Okay.
I think Tay Rock beat him. In the rematch. Unpopular opinion, but
At least you know it.
At least you know it.
Yep. But yeah.
Oh man, that's incredible, man. And like, I'm so interested because like always, like there's a lot of NBA guys like they'll come to some of the events, they'll shout out the battles, they'll like retweet bars, they fuck with some of the battle rappers on a personal level, and Vlad always says it. He's like, "Yo, NBA players are like traveling all the time, fucking planes or bus rides. They got nothing but time on their hands to digest content."
That's it. YouTube and bro, I know everything. I tried to put Jeff T. He was another NBA guy. I tried to put him on, and we used to watch battle raps, and we used to watch a certain person. I don't want to speak his name because I got kids, but we used to watch a certain person, and we used to always recite his lines. and he was a very entertaining. I feel like you know where I'm going with this. He was very entertaining
Okay.
Oh
and
yeah,
comedic.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
Okay.
I always recite his lines,
Right.
and I try to put other players on, but I don't know, man. That's all I do, man. Just battle rap.
See, for me, man,
Crazy.
it's always like battle rap is like the dirty little side piece for like athletes and stuff. It's like we know y'all watching, but it's like everyone just kind of sits back in the background. But you like, nah, man.
I don't know
I'm
why.
commenting on everything. I'm letting y'all know who won, who lost, who sucks, and we're like, yo,
Yeah,
this dude is one of us.
yeah. Like everything, the groups. I always compare battle rap to wrestling.
Yeah,
Like if you know, you know. Like I can't really explain it to you. Like I try to explain it to my fiance. She's like, why they yelling? Like who are you listening to again? She used to call it church. Like they sound like they preaching. And I was like, man, I really can't explain it. Like I can't explain it to you because you won't know. You just have to,
Yo, Mike, let me tell you, man. I'm married now for 7, been with my wife for like 20, right? So before I started doing the podcast, yeah, I'm straight degenerate. I'm in the basement. I'm watching back. She's like, what are you doing with your life? Like, why are
I don't
you
know.
watching this? This makes no
They don't know.
sense. You could be doing so many other things. And I'm like, yo, you just don't get it, B. All of a
Yeah,
sudden, me and my
they
man
don't know.
Fran start doing the podcast. You know, it's like, oh, you're on Apple
Right.
Podcasts, you're on Spotify.
Yeah.
People
That's
respect
right.
you. Let me watch a
Exactly.
battle with you. Now I'm like, yo, come on, B. She jumps on the
Yeah.
podcast. She got opinions now, and I'm like, yo,
That's
come
dope. That's
on,
dope.
man.
That's
Like,
dope. See?
yeah,
Come
you know
on
what I mean?
over. Come on over to
Yeah.
this side,
She ain't
man.
too
Yeah.
crazy with it, which is just how I like it. Like, you know, we can have a
Yeah.
convo, but I don't need to be arguing with you first thing in the
I got
morning,
you.
like who
Right. Yeah,
won
no,
and
we
this.
don't need to be doing
We
that.
don't need to be doing
Yeah.
all that, man. But no,
Baby steps.
yeah, baby steps, man. She'll get it one day. Probably if she watched
Yeah.
like the ladies battle or something like that, because that's what she
Hmm.
really like. When the girls start going
Yeah.
crazy, and she's like, "Yeah, girl power," and I'm like, "Bro, I think somebody's writing for her." She's like, "Let them get a writer. It don't matter. The end
Right.
product is
Right.
the best." And I'm like, "All right, man, I'll give it to you." You know what I mean?
Vlad always says there's something a little bit like off for all battle rap fans. Like there's got to be something off in our motor to like enjoy
Yeah.
this content so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
agree?
To understand it, to enjoy it. You got two people being the most disrespectful they can.
Yep.
A lot of people, they don't understand it. A lot of people, man, if that was me, I would, you know what I'm saying? So they don't understand it, man. It's a sport, and like I compare it to wrestling. Like when people watch their wrestling, go to their wrestling events, they don't bother nobody. That's their thing, and this is our thing. So
Absolutely. I always tell France that too. It's just like you get the pageantry, you get the personalities, you get the different styles of fighters. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's like,
it's like one big inside joke.
yeah,
Everybody,
exactly.
that we all in it.
Yeah, because behind the scenes,
yeah.
like when they're backstage and stuff, people are chilling. You might have a couple guys who might have a real discrepancy here and there, but for the most part, smoking, drinking, chilling. Then they get on stage and it's like, I raped your grandmother. I shot your brother. It's like, once it's done, it's like back to normal.
Fuck your dad homies, all type of shit. I'm
Right?
like, oh my
I'll
god.
piss on your flag and wipe my ass with it.
Man.
I'm like,
Man.
yo, what?
Arsenal. You hear Arsenal, I'll be like, oh man. I went to the Arsenal Cassidy battle.
France was there
Man,
too.
talk
He was
about it.
there.
I was there. Let's talk about it. Wait, hold on. I gotta ask: did you watch the entire thing, or did you walk out at any point?
Honestly, I I left out the second round.
He left with Gilly.
I keep it a G. I left the second round. I left the second round. I was watching it on pay-per-view, and I'm like, man, this shit right down the street. I took an Uber, pulled up. I watched. I caught Bill and DNA into that battle. Caught the Twerk Calico battle. That was lackluster.
Ugh.
And then, yeah, man, Arsenal, man, he was just, grabbing him, bullying him for real. I was like, damn, man, fight back, like do something. And it just wasn't it. I didn't enjoy it.
The whole card was a mess, man.
Arsenal won, but I mean, they both wasn't really impressive. I mean, it was an off day.
Are you surprised that no battle rapper has been able to body Cassidy yet? Like the man is still alive. He's still squirming out here, man.
I mean, yeah, because Goods really didn't. Well, Goods won 2-1. How you call that?
Goods won 2-1. Cassidy had the best round of the battle. The first
That
round.
first round.
First round. The shell in the pound.
Split
Push
your
your
melon,
melon
no
into
white
it.
meat,
No
no melanin
melanin
found.
found.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude.
But was it hype though? Was it hype? Like people were so hyped up to see him, or
Nah, the first
you
round
just
was
felt like it was
fire. France
okay?
tells the
All right.
story all the time. Tell the
Let's
story how my Twitter went that day, France.
Yeah.
yeah, he's live tweeting because I'm at the event. I have to watch it in person. He's doing the
Is
commentary for
this
us.
is Goods Cassidy or
Yeah,
Cassidy
Goods
Arsenal?
Cassidy.
Okay.
Good than
Yeah.
Cassidy. So the
Okay.
first round happens. I'm telling you, in the building, everybody erupted like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
Cassidy figured it out!" And he's tweeting, "Yes!" Like he's just like rooting for Cassidy. He's like, "This round is fire!" And come the second round, he has one tweet. He goes, "That was rough." 1-1 going into the third. Then the third round comes around. He has no tweets.
Yeah. It's over.
It
It got bad.
got
It got
bad,
bad.
man. But
Yeah,
the
it got
worst part
bad.
about it is I can't remember a single ball Goods said, man.
Neither can I. Neither can I. I can't. I mean, I know he took the angle of, you the worker. I'm the
Yeah.
pusher. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I can't remember.
You the
I don't
smoker
know.
now. All them
Yeah.
transactions. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He did the training
Okay,
angle.
yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
But yeah, nah, man. Cassidy had the best round, but after that, it was just like straight downhill. And then
Yeah.
Arsenal
Straight
could
downhill.
have bodied him if he wanted to, because he wasn't as good as he was in the Goods battle. But then
Nah.
Ars wasn't that good. And it was like this
It was like a
guy's.
shit show, and they was tussling like they was gonna fight. He blowing smoke in his face.
And I'm like, this
Motherfuckers
is
was
in
walking out,
Philly. This could
booing,
get
and we in
crazy.
Philly.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, but they booing Cassidy in Philly, so it's like,
All right, but you know what? To revert it back to you, the home team gets booed in Philly too. You guys got booed in the
yeah,
arena.
that's true. That's true.
What
That's
is
true.
it? What is it about Philly that's so gutted? It's like,
It's a
if you're
third
not
world
meeting my
country, man.
expectations, if you're not meeting my
You just gotta
expectations,
come with that shit. Yeah, you guys just gotta come with that shit. Like, I don't know, man. Come with that shit. Battle rap is sports, and that's just how it is in Philly, man. It's gritty. They ain't soft.
how do you feel when you
So
guys get booed in the city? Like when you're at home and the fans are disappointed. Like,
I don't. I'm a logical person. Like I try to understand, the both sides of it. Our side, we like. I mean, of course, we're not trying to come out here and be ass, but sometimes we have bad games. And then from their side, don't be ass. Like, we paid our money. We hardworking, people in the city of Philadelphia. We gritty blue collar people. We pay our hard earned money. You know what I'm saying? We don't want y'all come out here on the bullshit, and we're gonna let y'all hear it. So I respect that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, they don't hate us. They want they passionate, very passionate.
at least you can admit you had a bad game because Cassidy walk out of there like he never got booed.
Cassidy say he got 30. I just dropped 30. He went 1 for 19. Illusional.
6
Delusional,
turnovers,
man.
1
Yeah, man.
assist.
6 turnovers, a negative 22
Plus,
plus minus, like, and he'll say he had a great game. Yeah, I did my shit, did my part. What was y'all niggas at?
It's
I
like
did my shit.
it's like yo, Cass. We can see the score, right?
Right.
We can
He has his fans. He has his guys with him. So they going. I like to keep it real with me. Keep it straight up. Like that you was ass tonight, Mike. That shit won't good. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I gotta come back and be better, bro.
Nah, that's a fact.
So.
what are you gonna ask for that?
Oh no, I was just saying that's a fact. That's a logical man right there, man. Like, you understand, like, yo, people pay to see a product.
Yeah.
Just like when we go to events, we don't go there to boo, but it's like,
Yeah.
bruh, we standing up for hours, our backs are aching, our feet are
Some
on
people
fire.
come to boo some people.
Some people no yeah. If we're gonna be logical, some motherfuckers go there and just boo because I just don't like your ass, so I'm just gonna boo. I don't care what you saying.
I think them people, man, they're off mentally. It's like, yo, you're disgusted at life. Your wife don't like you. Your job don't pay that much. Your car is broken down, and you just ready to boo whoever, yo.
The T-Rex built in Philly, and he said, "Grown man boss, it's something you got to do." Time, like, damn. Like, motherfucker yelled time. Like, he couldn't even get through his slogan first. Like,
That dude
so
is
yeah, it is.
No,
It
sorry.
is some people that come there just to boo, just to start, just to be on some bullshit. Yeah.
That dude's still mad from the NH battle, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's old school. Damn. Go back with that one.
Oh man, true degenerate, man. Know about the
Yeah.
NH joints and all that,
Yeah.
man. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yo, is there a little secret cult of battle rap fans in the NBA who's like, yo, I got $50 on math. Nah, I got 100 on hollow. Nah, I got
Like, who else is fans? Like
yeah.
you?
Who else is deep
I
into this
tried.
thing?
Yeah, like I said, man, my second and third year in the league, I tried to put Teague on. I don't know if he still watches. We definitely used to always watch that Big T Hollow battle. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
The battle
What do
aged
you
so well
say?
for Big T.
Put it under his chin and playing the violin. Like, oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh,
Ugh.
man, it's crazy.
Big T and
Man.
Holla.
I can't think of nobody else. I would be surprised. Kyle O'Quinn, guy on my team, he knows battle rap. I think he
Okay.
knows Charlie Clips. He's from New York, but man, if any NBA guys do see this podcast, man, yeah, come out, man. Just show support. You
I
know?
remember in the summertime when Dame and Marvin Bagley had their back and forth, and Dame
Yeah.
gave some homage to grown man bars, son. You got to deal
Yep.
with. I'm just like, all
Yep.
right,
Yep.
so
Okay.
he's a fan.
Yeah. Yeah. You might know something. You know, when Lux did the, you're gonna get this work. That, every celebrity was on every, like we all was saying in the locker room, like you gonna get this work. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I heard I feel like I heard Corver say it, during that, when you gonna get this work came out, everybody was saying that. Like they didn't even know who it was. They were just saying it.
I think some people just going off the Jay-Z tweet. They're like, all right, man, Jigga tweeted it. I'm
You
gonna
know,
say it.
you know what I do. You know what I do. When guys use NBA players in a battle, and I know them, I'll try to like send it to them. Like somebody used Kyle Korver in the scheme, and I showed them. I said, Kyle, look at this. Saying like, I got shooters like Kyle Korver, like said it like that.
Yeah.
I showed it to him, or I think I showed Pat Beverly one. Somebody used like strapped up like Pat Bev or something like that. So if I ever see something, I know the NBA guy, I definitely
That's
try to
love.
like show him, like try to show him, like, yeah, man. Suge just said a bar with me versus Reed the other day.
Yeah.
I ain't from there, but I'm in Philly like Mike Scott. I'm like,
You're like Suge. Damn, I reached the 33
definitely
limit.
did that. I definitely did that.
There was a
Sir.
clip. There was a clip of Mike Beasley when he was on the Knicks at the end of the game. Like they like all like huddled around him.
See,
He's
I'm
like, "I'm
strapped
strapped
in.
in. I'm strapped in." And I was like, "Oh, yes."
I always wondered. So you think he got that from Twitter? You think he saw that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Has to be
Yeah,
100.
it has to
percent
Has
be.
to be, right?
Has to
Okay.
be. It's the
Yeah.
cadence behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
yeah. I'm
cadence that you
strapped
say.
in.
He did the bounce too.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
But
I missed that day. It was a 2-day event. That's that same event, Chess vs Saga, and Twerk battle Dougie.
Yeah.
That same event. That's the first time everybody saw. Well, I saw Twerk, but man,
You're a fan of Dougie too. You fuck with how We Go Hard, the whole We Go Hard scene.
another unpopular opinion. I was a fan of Dougie. I
It's
can't lie.
it's not
I can't
unpopular
lie.
because there was a big cult. Like people really
It
fucked with
was.
Dougie before like it all kind of went south.
Yeah, but I be seeing the comments now, like it just and he hasn't been the same. So
listen,
rightfully so, but yeah.
France had to fight this. He was on Avocados Ruin Your Day, right? Mad Media Cats. They're doing a review of Twerk and Dougie, right? France is there. I'm texting him. I'm like, yo, man, these people got revisionist history while they're watching it. I'm like, yo, Dougie's kind of winning right now. And they're like, everyone's sitting silent while Dougie's rapping. Twerk says like the most normal line. Everyone's jumping on the bed. Like, I'm like, yo, what's going on right now? Like, he's the illest now, but I'm like, we can't front. Like, yo, this dude was not like what he is now back then.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't like his third round, but yeah.
Yeah, like he had moments of greatness, but but you can peek into it. But I'm like, come on, y'all, we watching the same thing. Yeah, great.
It's just people love to always retroactively look at something and be like, "Oh, I knew this was like that," and then it's like that's not how you felt in real time. Like, yeah, sure, Mike got drafted in the second round. You're like, "Oh, I knew he was the first round draft. He's good." Like, no, you didn't think that in 2012. That's not how you felt.
Right.
Don't try to backtrack.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that sometimes you could be at an event or you're watching it and they say something good about you or use you in an ill way, but then you could be Derrick Rose chilling, minding your business upstairs, and then here come ill will, and now you're like,
Hey, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You
Derrick was
gotta
like,
respect it.
Derrick respected it so much. He's like, yo, I'm out of here, man. He's
Yeah.
like
So he really left. He bounced. He
he's
bounced.
like, I'm not sticking around for this. I'm out of here.
Yo, he bounced. He
I
bounced.
wouldn't have left. I wouldn't have left.
He probably took it so personal though. Like, yo, man, the level I was at the year that I became MVP, face of the league in my own hometown. I came here to relax, and you bringing back PTSD flashbacks for me, man. I gotta go, yo. I ain't sticking
That
around
was
for this.
Clips, right?
No, that was ill will.
But it was against
Yeah,
Clips.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
against Clips.
It was
Yeah, against Clips.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't have left, but yeah.
Being that you're a Virginia guy, right? I gotta ask you, who's the king of VA? Is it Av, Big K? Who you got, brother?
Hey, don't forget my boy Squeako.
Oh,
My boy Squeako.
forgot,
Yeah.
man. True degenerate here.
Yes,
For sure, for
sir.
sure.
Squeak was a problem,
Yes,
yo. I fuck with
sir.
Squeak though.
And guess what? I grew up with this dude. I'm talking about elementary school, middle school, high school.
Okay.
Yeah, Deep
Wow.
Creek Camelot, man.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, sir.
Shout out to
But
Squeak.
I'll say right now, I mean, it looks like, Av is in front right now. I feel like he got it right now. He's probably the Big K though.
Yeah, that boy cold.
I never really paid attention to him. And after the Audi battle, I had to start going back and start watching those battles. I'm like, damn, I'm tripping. I miss Big K. Like I really did. Like I didn't know he was like that.
Oh, that's ill. So you didn't really follow his career like that?
I honestly didn't. Nope.
Wow. Okay.
Nope. I've never watched the Big K. I can't lie. I never watched the Big K battle until the Audi Boom battle.
Wow. And what did you think
I saw
about
the
that,
face.
brother?
It made me go back and watch Big K battles. That's what I mean. That.
Look, I'll say this. Av
it's
is in the
over.
lead. Av is in the lead for sure because he's on URL. He's got he's on the big stage. He's got the classics. He's got the views.
He got the
and all
good
that.
backing. He got the good
But
backing.
he got the backing for sure. But he ain't end nobody's career like Big K did. Who boy?
In one round.
No one has ended no one's career. Like, I mean, we'll see what happens with Jack Boy, but I can't say.
We were there for that one too, man.
We were there for that.
And to be honest, Jack Boy from Richmond, he's from Virginia, so
Yeah.
but John killed him. Like he killed him.
Yeah,
I was at that event. He killed him.
Oh, you were there too?
So
Yeah, he was at No 9. He was at No 9.
Yeah.
That was in Houston.
Yeah, we walked into that battle. We walked in second round. We were watching the pay-per-view win the whip. We walked in and we're like, oh my God, it's getting dark right now, man.
You want your chain back, Jack?
Yeah.
The chain came right in our section. Like it landed right there. We're like,
oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
And then Jack just having the meltdown. Like that was an all-time battle rap meltdown. That's the best thing I've ever seen.
It was bad.
Man.
It was bad.
Twerking drugs, holding them up like Pippen in the flu game. I'm like, it's getting crazy.
It was bad. It was a bad day.
But
we'll
Adi,
see what happens
though.
with that. Adi, I don't think he can come back.
Yeah,
I don't think he can come back for that.
Nah, he can't. He can't make a Tekashi return, man. That's not happening for that brother, man.
I know he saw that return. He's like, "Yo, what am I doing wrong?"
PR team slipping. Should have took that out. Lay it out all on the line. I did it. I did the shit. I did it.
He should have been like, I was a young bull. They told me I could do 5. I told them dudes we gonna get fried. They 40 years old. They not listening to me. I got my whole life ahead of me. Like
there were so many parts of like the video of him explaining that I just couldn't grasp. I'm like, yo, he really got on camera and walked away with like this being okay. He's like, yo, I'm such an honorable dude. I saw somebody I ain't know, and like from the bottom of my heart, I gave him $10. Like what?
Right, yeah. Like, what is that? He said that. I said, what? What are you talking about?
He sounded like he was freestyling all of that. I'm like, yo, Adi, man, just.
I saw Vada said, Fly said, he said, he had all that time to rehearse that, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, this is what you do? You don't wait all this time, and you should have, I don't know, man, rehearse this better, or just just a bad idea to even do this.
Nah, I'm
Said
like,
my lawyer office is closed because of Corona. Right.
Yeah, man,
yeah, okay.
I can't get to it. I
I'm like,
can't get to it. You know, the killer bees are surrounding it. All type of shit.
I'm like, yo, brother, this is not 1992, man. Like, there's the internet works, docket numbers
Yeah,
work. You can pull these things up. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's best.
Snitch
We joke,
boy. Oh
we
my.
laughing and joking, but I mean, for the on the street level, on a personal like life, like that's tough, man. Because what if somebody try him or something? You know, like you said, he still got time left on his probation. Like it's gonna have to come to a like he gonna have to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like what's gonna happen?
Nah, it's a serious thing. All
Yeah,
jokes
it's
aside
serious.
though, because he was saying like, you know, people were like, why didn't you punch Big K? And he gave a logical excuse, not excuse, a logical reason. Like, yo, listen, if I
Yeah,
do
TL
this, I could
watching.
go back. You know what I'm saying? But then in the same
Yeah,
video, he's like, now, bitch, if you try me, I'm gonna have to punch you in the face now.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, all right, Adi,
It's just a bad situation,
like
man. Like damn.
it's apply to a vocational school, man. Become a mechanic or something. Give it a couple years. Come back out with a new personality and just give it another run, man. Like you gotta let it cool down, bro, because this is crazy
Yeah.
right now.
Well, he should just be quiet. Like no more freestyles. No more 15 minutes of fan interviews. No more. Just fucking.
Yeah, keep it low,
Yeah.
man. Ugh,
Yeah.
Whew. Tough.
Yikes.
That's tough, man. Tough.
y'all can just feel the energy from the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get this off of me, man. This feels
But you know what? When
Yeah,
I watched the
man.
battle, right? When you watch the battle, I cut it off after the first round, obviously. But like, if you watch the
Hmm.
entire battle, everybody starts going crazy for Ali Boom. And you stop yourself, you're like, wait, what kind of room is this? Like, why is everybody like? Why hasn't this moment resonated with everybody yet? Like, it took like a day later for it to all like melt
Yeah.
in everybody's brain. Like, oh, wait a minute, he really did. I guess because in real time you can't go Google the paperwork and find out it's true.
yeah, and in real
Yeah.
time too. A
I
few.
was.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. No, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, you go.
I I was saying that. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the complete opposite of everybody. I was saying like, wait, did y'all not just see what he just did? Like,
Right.
I can't even. I don't even care what he's saying. Like, what Adi's saying right now. Did y'all just see what Big K just said?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do y'all see what's in y'all hands? Like, this shit ain't fake.
That joint's crazy. Yeah, and I think in real time too, like Big K was some people in the audience were saying that Big K was saying, nah, you know, it's not real, like just trying to get up out the building or whatever. So I could see how
A
that
word?
confusion could be like, you know, it's battle rap, is the paperwork real? Big K is saying it's not. All right, maybe it's not, but once
Yeah,
everyone's driving home with nothing to do, they like, oh shit, like it's up now.
right.
It probably took
Yeah,
like a day for it to like resonate, and they're like, "Wait a minute!" Like they just driving home from the event, and like, "Oh shit, Adi Boone really did that."
yeah, man. I feel sorry. I kind of, and a part of me kind of feels sorry for him, and then I'm like, you make your bed, make your bed, lay
Facts.
in it, and
Honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
it's kind of sad, really, because it's just a predicament of like somebody being in the street involved with certain
Yeah.
people, not really knowing what's going on, and
Hmm.
not that they pin it on you, but you're just not aware to the code of what you're conducting. And obviously, if you're in the middle of it, you gotta follow the standard. You gotta follow
Exactly.
protocol. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
it wasn't cut like that, so.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. But back
Hey,
to
man, it's 2020. People, snitches. Hey, man, that's you get accepted. It's okay.
it's a
Fuck it.
whole other ball game, man. Listen, Adi, you ain't the first to snitch. You won't be the last to snitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just
We
live
ain't
your life,
praising that though.
bro.
I don't want. Yeah, yeah.
Just live
We
your
don't want
life,
to share
man.
no. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wish you
Right.
to just live your life and keep it moving, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But back to battle rap, though, brother. The actual
Hmm.
rapping. Did you happen to catch Tay Rock versus T Top last night?
I did. I did. I did. It was a good 2 round battle. I mean, I feel like T Top took that. I feel like T Top ran away with that one. Yeah, he slipped up. He started slipping up towards the end of the second, but I feel like it was. I mean, he had won the round anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't know if Rock took it light. No pun intended. But
Light bars.
yeah, it looked like he didn't really want to do the shit. Like it looked like he really wasn't like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just their quarantine battle. So at this point, it's
Yeah,
like, well, damn, you need this? Like, do you really need this? Is this many times you have to do it?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because he's like, yeah, we just doing this little friendly scrimmage and stuff. And T-Top's like, you got robbed. You like trannies. You a bad businessman. You
Right.
got
Yeah,
robbed.
T-Thought went for real. Like,
I'm like,
T-Thought was dead serious. I love you, bro. No.
Tay-Rock just sitting there laughing at it. I'm like,
Right.
what's going on right now,
Yeah.
man? Like, this is crazy right here.
I would definitely want to see that on the main stage, though. I definitely want to see that. Yeah.
It's going to get
For sure.
crazier on the main stage,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
T-Top let off too much already. It's like, well, you just kind of gave us main stage material on Skype.
Yeah. Rock feeds off that crowd and energy, so.
Yeah.
That's one thing these quarantine battles have showed me. Like, the pen is different with a lot of people. And, like, some people not having that energy to carry them, it's like, oh, shit, it look a little different for some of you guys. Like, lyricism really isn't the strong suit for a lot of guys. But obviously, you will know, lyrics don't always just win you the battle. There's a lot of other intangibles.
Yep. Performance and
So I'm just kind of shocked at, like, how many guys is kind of getting exposed lyrically.
Yeah. I see a lot of guys taking a lot of battles too, like back to back to back.
Hell yeah.
A lot of quarantine battles. I mean, I know they short, but
Geechee's taking wild battles, man. They just had a Ultimate Madness in your town, man. They just shot that joint over the past couple days. And I'm like, I just seen brothers sitting 2 feet away from each other, spitting in each other's faces. I'm like, oh, Lord, please don't let nobody get the Rona over no rap tournament, man. Like, that's the last thing we need.
Everybody come out safe for that one. Yeah.
Squeako's in that tournament, actually, and we made a bracket. We made a bracket for it, and we predict Squeako to come out in the top 4, final 4 in that. Because I've been to a couple Squeako battles in person out in Atlanta when he did a couple PGs. That boy cold, man. He's so different.
Man. Yeah.
He's so different.
Got to keep getting better, keep getting, better opponents, and keep working his way up. He'll get there. He's going in the right direction. So
yeah, man. I definitely think he's got.
I'm biased, so
but I'm
biased.
He's got such a unique personality, and I feel like his delivery is so conversational, and the stuff that he's saying, it's like, yo, who else is going through these real life situations that are just like being able to put them exactly into the rhymes like that? You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
And we made up the little bracket, man, and like he said, we got him going into the top 4, the final 4. So hope Squeako the best in that one, man. Who do you think's coming away with the Ultimate Madness championship?
Well, he biased, so he already.
I don't know about that. I want Squeako to win because I want to see him, get there. I'm really pulling for him. I feel like he's one of the best newcomers, and it's not just bias. I feel like everybody else knows that too. So
he's got that OG feel.
Yeah,
he's also got that like really dope cadence where like he can switch it up and like get out the pocket. Where like he has punchlines. It's just like a simple punch, but the way he just sets it up is so dope. Like, and then he has a little like rhythm where it's like, bam, shot your man. Bam, shot your man. Oh, you Pete Carroll. Damn, you should have ran. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's fire.
Oh, should have ran. Let's go. I like that.
Fire, man. Fire.
Yeah. I gotta ask, Mike, what are some of your favorite battles, like personally that you like watch, had a lot of replay value, really attached to? Because there's always some battles that we hear the dialogue in between and strikes a chord with us, so we're like, yo, I really love this battle.
Dougie versus Chess. Get that out the way first. That's a great back and forth.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Bill Collector, Hitman, Lux, Hollow,
all timer.
Lux, Charlie Clips. Charlie Clips went into his scheme, top of the second.
When they put the kufi on?
The don't be a menace. Yeah, the don't be a menace.
One fish, blue fish.
Yep. Red fish. Yeah. Knick knack paddywhack. Yeah.
Give it Clips, man. During that run, one of the greatest, dog. So many memories from Charlie Clips, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That Clips K-Rock.
Yeah. He did something that no one's ever. He headlined Gnome and Summer Madness in the same year, twice. Like, that's probably never going to be done again. So, like, when people say, like, oh, Charlie Clips phones it in, like, I want people to remember, this guy has 70 battles. He's on national television. He already gave us tons of classics and bodies. So like, just remember, like, give these guys their flowers sometimes. Like,
Got to. Got
I
to.
feel like we're all entertainers, athletes, battle rappers, music. Like, they'll have a moment in time where they're just so high up, but just recency bias comes in. Fans just put them aside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Mook Sirius Jones.
Yeah.
Um, Rum Nitty Ill Will was crazy. Rum
Oh
Nitty
man,
Ab was crazy.
Oh,
both of those battles,
Oh my
man.
God.
both
Yeah,
of those
yeah,
battles.
both of them. Yeah,
Both of them
yeah, both of
battles.
them.
Word.
Chess Tay Rock, chess first round, crazy. Um,
Long rounds for Cousins. Long rounds for
yeah,
Cousins. I
yeah,
see ill in the
yeah.
loud.
Coming down with
That,
something.
coming down with something. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I like the Twerk versus Verb when he took his hoodie off. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, yeah.
I love that battle. That
It
battle
went
was
so
like,
crazy.
yeah.
It went so crazy when he took that hood off. Oh my god.
That battle's like an uncle and a nephew, like in the backyard, just like having
Yeah,
dialogue. And what's really cool about that battle, some people are like, kind of like, it goes over their heads. They both mirrored each other. Like, Verb did a
yeah,
strapped in, Twerk did a Showtime, and they both
yeah.
kind of like talked about each other's careers. Like, yo, you still over here. Let me show you how to be here. And Twerk's like,
Hmm.
nah, you over the hill. You can't give me no advice. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, there's some really good dialogue between these two guys right here. And then the hoodie, it's an all time moment right there.
yeah, took it over the top.
yeah.
That's a
Sure.
Like,
fact. You ever had like a in-game one-on-one kind of battle with any cast like that? Like an older cat who's like, oh, Mike's taking it to me right now. Like, let me show him like what's really going on with these old heads right here. And it had a good back and forth with someone like that where you felt like this is a 3-round battle right now. This is my gnome right now.
I wouldn't say it was a back and forth. I would say he kind of stunned me.
Oh, okay.
It was
Got 3-0'd?
yeah, he left me I choked. I was stumbling. I had to get it together.
Who was that?
Yeah, let me get it. It was KG, but
Mm,
when he was
mm.
he was in Brooklyn towards the end of his career when he was in
mm.
Brooklyn. And right. I might have hit like 2 threes on him like back to back, and I would start feeling myself. I was talking shit to him,
Oh,
and he was like, he said, "What?" He turned me. He said, "Who's on the back of your jersey?" He said, "You won't even last 5 years in this league. I'm a great." I was like, "Oh man,
wow. Well, look at you now,
this is
buddy.
my second year in the league." I'm like, who
Damn.
is this little nigga, man? He looked behind my jersey, see my last name. He was like, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm a great man. You won't even last 5 years in this league." I said, "Oh shit."
Listen, man, if someone's going to talk crazy to you, it might as well be a Hall of Famer, all-time
Yeah,
great,
yeah,
world
yeah,
champion. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
I said, "Oh, damn, you got me, dog." I don't know
but listen,
what to say,
Mike did
bro.
the same thing to him back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
True,
He's
true.
he's
Yep,
feeling
yep.
himself, and then Mike goes, "What?" And then
Yeah,
KG couldn't
yeah.
even catch his breath after that, man. Mike
Set
put
him
up.
down. Yeah, set him down.
Come
So yeah,
on, man. It's like
that
welcome
was
to the
probably
league,
one of
little
my.
bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
No, nice, man.
I want to do some fun some basketball player comps with battle rappers. Like
Okay.
if you had to pick a battle rapper and say, you know what, he
Hmm.
kind of is like this guy right now. Like we're gonna talk current. We're gonna talk currently in the league, right? I made one comp last week. I said like I think Rum Nitty is like our Kawhi Leonard, a little silent assassin. He don't really market. He don't talk, but every time you see him on the stage, he's just fucking explosive.
Yeah, he's top 5 too. So you got to put him.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put him there right now. So yeah. Um, Squirt.
Ooh.
I say if you call Rum Nitty Kawhi, would you say Twerk is like a KD? Or
Hmm.
Mm.
would you call him, or would you go like LeBron? No.
It's tough because
Yes.
I feel like those guys are always on, no matter
Hmm.
what. They might
Okay,
not
okay. I
always
see.
win it or take it home, but they
I was
always
thinking
on.
star level. Okay, I see where you're going.
You know who
So
I did?
like,
You know who I did compare to LeBron? I kind of compared like Tay Rock to LeBron because like Tay Rock for years held the league down, and obviously LeBron for the past decade went to the finals for 8 years. And then that
hmm,
one year where like LeBron went to the Lakers, his first year, they didn't make the playoffs. Was the first year Tay Rock didn't make a top 20 list, didn't make the source, didn't make any list. And like that 2018 year where he lost to like Pat Stay, he lost to Goods, he lost to Hitman. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, is Tay Rock peaking? And the same thing with LeBron. It's like, oh, is LeBron peaking? Like he's kind of old. He's been,
Comparison, yeah.
you know, they've both been holding the league down. Like we kind of took it for granted how consistent they've been.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
I'll say right.
Oh,
I'll say the saga right now. Steph Curry. Right now, he's Steph Curry. He's
And why do
hot.
you say
He's
that?
hot. He's hot. He's marketable. He has a good he's starting to go against the good path. He's starting to mix it up a little bit. I've been hearing this rounds. He's starting to mix it up a little bit. But
we got a nickname for him now, man. We call him a Thaga, aka Thug Saga.
right,
Let's go with it.
I feel like he's the hottest right now. Like
He's on
same way he was,
fire.
like when Steph had that year when he was just on fire, like he couldn't do no wrong. I feel like Saga.
it's funny.
I
It's
feel
funny you
like
say Steph. Saga had a crazy Steph Curry bar against
okay.
Chef Trez. He said, Vlad, you were there for it.
Yeah. Oh, you mean
How does it go?
the LeBron joint when he was like something that came to see him one lead. You should have
Oh,
known
okay,
better.
okay. He said. So he's battling Chef Trez, right? And obviously Chef, and they say like Chef Curry. So he goes, if you came to see him, get your refund, please. They put Chef in front of LeBron with a 3-1 lead. And Saga's real name is LeBron, like his government name's
Yeah,
LeBron.
Louis
For real?
LeBron. Yeah,
Yeah.
Louis LeBron.
Wow, did not know that. Learn something every day.
Yeah.
So he obviously Chef Trez, LeBron
Right,
himself.
right.
Come get your refund, please. They put Chef in front of LeBron with a
Oh,
3-1
3-1
lead.
lead. Okay.
That
Right,
multi is
right,
crazy.
Then he had the other
right.
one where he was in Cleveland and he was like, when you catch LeBron coming out that Cavalier, I let one ring. Cleveland, this is for you. And I was like, God damn, man.
Yeah, he's one of the hottest right now, man.
Yeah. And
Vlad,
obviously,
you had a comp too, right? I remember you told me a while back. It was like, is franchise our Pascal Siakam?
yeah, man.
Most he gonna be most improved.
He has that ability to be one of the most improved, but it's like, he's a immigrant cat, wild style, not really
Yeah.
fully tamed yet, but skilled. You know what I mean? Like
Raw
just
talent,
raw
yeah,
talent.
raw.
But it's like on the right
Yeah.
team, it's like he could really
Yeah,
elevate and
yeah.
take it up to that next level, man.
They're both from the six.
Yeah, he's like our
That's true,
Pascal. And then, of
Yep.
course, Geechee Gotti is damn near freaking Giannis right now, the MVP of the league. It's
That's
like,
a great comparison. That's a
you know what I
great
mean?
comparison.
He's
That's
like,
a great comparison.
everybody jump on my back. I'm on style.
Yeah.
I'm dunking. I'm coming down the lane. I'm turning up
That's
when I want to.
So who's Twerk?
Yeah, we got to give somebody to twerk, man. Twerk,
He's still a superstar.
absolutely.
He's a
But
mega
you saying he's inconsistent. So he's an
Yes.
inconsistent superstar.
A
Yes.
consistent superstar.
You know what? I'm a little older than both y'all cats, right? So I'm going to go back in
Uh-huh.
the time machine.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like when Sean Kemp was jumping out of the roof every single time, and you're like, oh my God, this guy
Yeah.
is incredible. But then you're like, yo, he's got to continue to hit that jumper there that you just should be hitting. You got to do this right. You can't take the night off. You can't have all of this going on around you. It's like the Rain Man, and all of a sudden it's like, you take all that talent for granted, and it's like, yo, man, like what's happening here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see where you're going with that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could buy that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, from back in the day,
Yeah.
man.
Damn, back in the day, man. You were 80s baby, right, Mike?
88. Yep.
Oh,
so
tail end. Like
Yeah.
barely.
You're right there in the middle between me and Vlad. Like obviously Vlad, he pushing the 4-0.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
There's November,
I'm
baby. Still look
I'm
young
still,
though,
I'm still,
Fred. You know what I mean?
I'm still in the 20s. So
Okay.
it makes a good little gap between the age, and we're
Right.
always just arguing about like generational gap of like hip hop, battle rap, obviously, and basketball. And you as an athlete, I'm sure you probably hear it all the time. The old heads in the 90s and the 80s argue. How do you feel about it as a whole? Where it's just like, yo, this is our era. It's different. Like, can't compare it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, their era was their era, and our era is just. It's simple. Like you can't. Well, if he would have been back then, he would have. I mean, I don't know. They was way more physical back then. We're way more athletic. Game is faster. I'm biased, so I'm taking us. I feel like we.
Listen, I
You know what
say
I'm saying? I'm
our
biased.
generation is more
I feel
versatile.
like,
Our
yeah,
generation is
we
more
done for
versatile.
sure.
Like,
Definitely more versatile. I mean, they know that, but they could say we're more physical. We play with more heart, or now I don't know if they could say they play with more heart, but just as much heart, and they was more physical. They got to fight, which I do like. Yeah, I do like that part. Like they'll let them play a little bit more back
Yeah.
in the day than they do now. Now it's I got ejected this year for like chest bumping somebody on a fast break. He didn't. He fell, but he didn't get hurt. He was a big man, so they threw me out for that. I feel like back in the day that would have been a good good foul and shoot two shots.
France always sends me
They,
highlights. He's like, look at this guy getting clothesline. Look at this. He's like, this is the
yeah.
basketball you want to see. This is what you want to see. I'm
I'm
like,
like, this is the amazing defense you talk about. Like, these guys are
in
punching
the
each other.
in the playoffs, yeah. I mean,
right?
I mean, but yeah. So I mean,
I'm like, yo,
yeah,
bro, you gotta understand. It was just different. Like, it's
yeah,
like you
true.
said, it's two different eras completely. You know what I mean? But I feel like with some guys, if you take the greats from whatever era, they're gonna rock in this era.
Yeah,
Like, we can't talk about bums from certain eras and be like, oh, how good would they be here? You take the greats from
hmm
then, you give them more ball possessions. You telling me Jordan's not gonna be able to say, oh, I'm gonna sit here and practice threes all day long and then up my
he
percentage
will
to make
for
this
sure.
happen. All them
Yeah, for
cats, you
sure.
know what I mean? But it's like but like you said, the physicality is not in this game now. So it's like,
Yeah,
back then you got guys hand checking you, knocking you through the ground and all that stuff. Like, people would have to adjust. But I feel like greats could play in any era, no matter what, except for like maybe the
no
George
matter.
Mikan era and all them dudes. Like, that was a whole, when they used to
Yeah,
dribble like this,
yeah.
that's a whole other ball
Oh,
game.
Will Chamberlain was killing them. Oh my God, he was killing them. Let me go ahead and get 50 and 40 tonight.
What?
That's crazy.
That don't even sound real, man. Like,
That's
that can't
And,
crazy.
even happen nowadays.
and there's never any
Yeah.
footage of it neither. So I'm just like, how does this guy get 40 rebounds? Like, what is happening?
I saw one highlight of him. He was like tapping into himself, and I was like, shit, that's like 8 rebounds right there.
Yo,
Yeah, he was just like, I was like, that's like 8 rebounds right there.
what was bored? He's like, I'm gonna tap it for the amount of ass I'm gonna get
Yeah,
tonight, man. 1, 2, 3. It's
yeah.
crazy. Nah, but he was dominant though, man. In the era where they barely allowed any brothers to play, it's like
Oh
you
yeah,
have to show out, like, because you got to
got
think
to.
about all the racism these guys face, everything they play. Like, when Oscar Robinson and them got to get on the floor,
Yep.
it's like, I'm gonna stick it to these white boys. Like, I'm gonna show the whole white world, like, yo, man, all this racism y'all giving me,
They
for,
put on.
yeah,
Yeah, they put on.
you
They put on.
have
They
to,
put on for us.
you
And
had to, man.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And then obviously we aside from the basketball side, then we get into the battle rap side of like generational debates.
hmm
But I'm glad Vlad's more on my side, right? Because there's obviously the freestyle era, 10, 20 years ago, the Blaze battles and the Scribble jams and all that. And those fans still believe to this day like those are the greatest battle rappers in the world. And I was like, bruh, like they're multi-syllabic freestyle rhymes for 30 seconds. Like, that's not that competitive compared to what's happening now.
Yeah, like three rounds. Some guys write crazy long ass rounds. Like you gotta come there and rebuttal. Sometimes rebuttal. Chef Treasure Sharon. You think they could do that
Crazy,
back in the day?
crazy. Now,
Like
not
with the
not
fourth round?
we talk about this all the time. Like, the level of freestyling now is different with those guys, because it's almost like a written round almost. You know what I mean? From the
Yeah.
level of freestyles that they doing back then, it's like dudes would say the wildest stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't hold up.
Dude just say the weirdest things just to make the multi-syllable rhyme. They'll be like, "I'll run up on you with a gun-sized knife and stab you one time twice."
Yeah. Right.
It was just crazy back then, man.
It is like, this is the best of all time. It's like, no, it's
Yeah.
not. No, it's not.
Oh. Yeah, I do be watching some old battles and they be going crazy. I'll be like, that was all right. I mean,
Nah, but you had to be there in
there,
that era, though.
in that
Yeah.
time, in that era, yeah, okay,
In that
right. It's like
time, they
watching an
were,
old movie
yeah,
and be like, oh, this acting's trash. But during that, like, he got games from my favorite movies.
yeah.
But, if you watch it, you be like, I mean, Ray Allen ain't no Denzel. He ain't no, like, but that's one of my favorite movies. Like, back then, I thought he could have got an Oscar for this role.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you got to figure if you're there in person, like with Scribble Jam, it's like 3,000 people literally outside watching these guys freestyle. And it's like in that moment while the beat is going and you're freestyling and whatever sounds close to a fireball, we're going to go crazy. But you watch it now, you're like, what did he just say? Like, come on. Like, bro, what? Like, come on, man. This is this is trash right now. But had to be there, though, man. Had to be there. Fact.
Had to be there.
Dude would be like, I'm sick as hell with sickle cell. What?
Oh my god.
Word up,
bang, man.
Bang. Shit like that.
Shit like that.
Oh man, Mike, we know tomorrow is Sunday night, man. We know you guys are locked down, quarantine. I know you're watching The Last Dance, brother. Can we get your thoughts on it so far?
Yeah, it's been a great show so far for me. Learned a lot about Jordan. Learned a lot about him off the court.
Put the shades on.
Shades on, he put motherfuckers saying they was doing coke in the locker room, all type of shit. I'm like, damn, I didn't know they was getting it down like that. But
what?
Okay,
it was the '80s, bro. Reagan era.
Yeah, I guess I'm naive. I guess I was naive. They was in the locker room. That's different times. That's different times, bro.
Listen, man, dudes used to be on Wall Street in the trading stocks, sniffing blows. So of course, if you playing basketball straight out the hood,
I'm saying y'all don't understand. We come off the court. I think he said.
No, I think he said in the hotel room. He said they were doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, the locker room would be crazy, man. Like dudes just sniffing lines in the locker room.
Nah, in the locker room, that'd be different. That's some whole other shit.
Nah, he said they were drinking beer.
I heard about stories in the locker room too, but that's a different story.
Yeah. I heard about the Dallas Cowboys back in them locker rooms was wild. Nah, but Mike was like, dudes was smoking cigarettes in the locker room, man, drinking beers at halftime, getting amped. I'm like,
I wouldn't have thought all that, but yeah, I would have left that part out.
Yeah, Michael Jordan, what they gonna tell him at this point? You know what I'm
saying? Can't tell him nothing. But I've been enjoying it, man. I've been liking the feedback. Everybody has been talking about it. Whether they didn't like some or like some, it's all feedback, and I enjoy the show. I look forward to it every night. Is the whole thing out? I feel like the whole show's out. All the episodes out.
They got the leaked episodes out, but
yeah,
I can't, man. Like I need to watch it with everyone.
Yeah, no.
Like if you watching the whole thing by yourself, like you a sociopath. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, exactly.
Like I need to get on Twitter and talk about it in real time with everyone. You know
in real time. I used to get mad when people used to watch fucking Power before.
Oh yeah. I'm like, what are y'all doing, man?
Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay,
I like it. I saw some shit. He said he didn't feed Horace Grant after. I don't know if that was true. Like he didn't let Horace Grant eat after if he had a bad game or something. Did y'all see that?
That sounds crazy.
Yo,
I've been seeing it a lot. I mean, I don't like I've been seeing it a lot though, and I hope that's not true, man. Because
Mike is crazy. Mike is a general, but the way he's talking to these cats, man, the way he's just exposing dudes, like this guy's Dennis Rodman Jr. You know, he's out all night long. He's doing this, he's doing that.
Nah, my favorite part was like when they lost to the Pistons in Game 7, and then they asked Jordan, "So what happened?" Jordan goes, "Scotty said he had a migraine. I don't know."
Guy said he had a headache.
What you want me to say? It wasn't my fault. Scotty had a migraine. Shit. You saw the shit.
He's heartless, yo. Oh my god.
He just did not.
He goes to Vegas and picks up Dennis Rodman. That's crazy.
That's because Dennis is living that life, boy.
That's you can't do that now. You can't just be like, yo, coach, I'm tired, bro, man. I need to go to Vegas for a couple of days and I'll see y'all.
I need to blow off some steam.
That would go so wrong now. Like if that would blow
unless
up.
somebody, you got a death in the family or like like your mom or dad, somebody real close, but you can't. No, not for that reason. No,
Nah, man,
no.
that's why Phil is the Zen
Hold on.
master, man.
Where
That's
my key at? Where my damn gavel at? Where my damn gavel at?
I man's getting battle truth on us.
Here, take it, take it, bang the gavel on yourself.
Bang, bang, bang.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you. No,
No, no, no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no, man. We're
No.
not going for that, man. Get up
No.
out of here with that trash, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
I
funny.
can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night because, they definitely got to go to the baseball and the time
That's
off
the
that he
next.
had to
That's the
take.
next season. I mean, that's the next episode.
They,
Baseball.
they have to do it. They have to go
Yeah.
through it. Yeah. So I'm like,
I don't even like watching what comes on next. Like when they show the next episode, I
oh,
don't
yeah.
even like
As
seeing
soon as
that.
it's done,
Like
I click
I just
off,
want to
man.
see.
Facts,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
But what did you
yeah.
think about the media making such a big deal about him and his dad going down to like, you know what I'm saying? Going to the casino just a little bit to do that. And it's like they blew it up and turned him into like, it's like this guy was just the world's biggest like goon or something like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, they lost. I mean, it didn't help after a loss. I mean, that probably didn't help. But I mean, it's Jordan, man. Shit.
Listen, man, Mike, we
It's
know this
Jordan,
era.
dog.
We know this era. I'm not going to say you, but when
Uh-huh.
cats lose, it's like, time
Oh,
to
yeah,
turn
man.
up. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man?
that's
On Instagram with like the money phones in the club after a loss.
yeah.
And it's like, y'all just lost on national
I don't like that.
TV.
I don't stand for that. I don't like.
Uh,
I never like that, man.
it's
If I'm
about the
at a
old
bad
school.
game of play laws, I lock myself in. Or I ain't even trying to say this to sound cool, but I never liked that shit. I remember the first time it was like my rookie year,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a great game, and I think Lou Will had a bad game. I was trying to get him to go out to the club, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Come on, Lou." He was like, "Nah, Rook, man, we lost. I had a bad game. I don't even deserve the love. Like I don't even deserve it." And I was just like, "Damn,
Mm.
shit, you made me feel bad now. Shit, I ain't going out now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Let me go lock in.
Yeah, nah."
Nah, I feel
Nah,
that.
that's the old school mindset, man. Cause
And it's Jordan. They blew it up because of Jordan. Playoffs. It was Eastern Conference Finals. I think Jordan was against the Knicks. It's Jordan.
But
They lost.
you know what's so
It's
crazy
Jordan.
about MJ? It's like some people need to be motivated, but I feel like when you're that great, you find the motivation in whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you guys want to talk about me and my dad going to the casino? I'm gonna light the Knicks up. Oh,
Kobe.
yeah.
Kobe.
Kraus
Denver.
Kraus likes Dan Marley. Oh, I'm gonna light him up. Oh, Kraus like Cooper. I'm gonna light him up. Drexler? Y'all think
You like
Drexler's like
Kukoc?
me?
Oh yeah, I'm like yeah.
It's like he finds it any single place, and it's like, damn, man. Yeah, and you speak of Kobe, man. Like, Kobe is the Jordan
Be a sick
of
individual.
your generation. Like, what was it?
Facts.
Did you have
Yeah.
any interactions with Kobe? Like, any stories, anything you could tell us about him?
I just remember when I was in Atlanta and they used to come play in Atlanta. That shit felt like we was Naples. Like it felt like we was in LA. Like anything Kobe did, Lakers fans travel.
Yeah.
And man, anything he did, in any move he did, crowd, like he had them on the edge of their seat. And I feel like I want to say we won because the game where Dante Jones, he closed out of the game and Kobe came out on his foot. Y'all remember that game?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was that game, and I think I dapped him up and said, nice meeting you or something like that. But that was about it. I was just watching it all like the rest of us.
Yeah. Is this surreal at that time? Like, I've been watching this dude since I was literally
Hell yeah,
7 years old or whatever.
If any NBA guy ever their first time, you'd be like, oh shit, yeah, that's Kobe, that's LeBron, that's D Wade, man. When LeBron, D Wade, when they was on the Heat, man,
It's different.
that was different. Chris Bosh, like it'd be so surreal. You get caught up sometimes, then you got to be like, oh no, fuck this. Nah, we back. We back. You gotta act up. We back. I don't care who it is. Meanwhile, you starstruck.
It's like Showtime on the East Coast. That was our Showtime era, man.
Yeah.
That was our Showtime, and I hope people appreciated it, man, because that was
Yep.
a different time, man. Like it felt lit. Like everywhere they go, there's like rock stars and whatnot, man.
Yeah, man. Playing them in Miami
Yeah.
was crazy. It was
Oh
crazy. It was
man.
so different when LeBron left to go back to Cleveland and going back to Miami playing, and the vibe was just so different. It was so different. I'm like, man, there's people still here in the front rows. Like it's not even filled up like it used to. Like it
Yeah.
was,
Oh, crazy, man. Crazy. Wow.
yeah.
What an
I
era.
don't want to bring back too much PTSD with this, but like since we're
No, you
talking about
good,
like a lot of the great players and last playoff last year, Game 7,
man.
Toronto.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
I would love to like hear how did you feel personally about it. Obviously, you gave the media like the media spiel, but
Oh
like
yeah,
deep down inside, how did Mike Scott feel about that last sequence when it all went down?
man. That's one of the. I tell people all the time. That's the loudest arena I ever heard. Like I ever played in that game. Like I never heard an arena get that loud before in my whole entire life. Never. He
Wow.
hit that shot and it hit the rim like 4 times. And Joe closed out. Great defense. He faded off to the corner. He shot it short.
Mm-hmm.
So he got that shooter's role. I don't know. He must be living right. And we came back. We brought all the way back. Jimmy steals the ball, lays the ball up, tie game. I still think Kawhi traveled, but whatever. Call me sore loser. But I was saying to myself, I was like, you know what, man? If y'all gonna beat us like this, y'all better win the whole shit. Like we
Right.
can't. Y'all better not come out here and lose first round or get swept, and rightfully so. They won the whole thing. He got MVP, so if you're gonna go out, I'll go out. That's the way to go out.
Yo,
That's a fact.
did it feel like forever when that ball just kept like, come
Yeah,
on,
man.
man. Like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the
That shit
fuck?
stayed in the air, stayed on the rim. Stayed on the rim. I asked Tobias after the game because he was right under the rim. I was like, "Yo, how was that shit?" He was like, "Bro, I was just praying that shit didn't fall. You should have blew it. Like you should have blew that shit out the way or something." He was like, "Man,
Damn.
I can't." I said, "Damn, dog, that was crazy." We was
Listen,
all in the locker room just looking at each other like, "What the
I mean, the stars were aligned for Kawhi that year. I mean, you got
for sure?"
KD went out, Clay went out, and it's like,
Hey,
oh,
to win a championship, you have to be. Yeah, it has. You have to be lucky. Like there's a little bit a percentage. You just have to be luck. Like just have to. The stars have to align
have
with
to
you.
align for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I always hate when like media is like, "Oh, if this person wasn't injured, this and that." Like, yo, like nobody is healthy in June after 10 months of basketball. Like everybody's dying,
yeah, yep.
everybody's cooked. And you know what's crazy,
Everybody.
Vlad? Like that Sixers team would have did so well against the Bucks because like they matched up well against Giannis. Like remember Christmas
Man,
Day?
I was
Remember
talking
Christmas Day when
crazy
they
shit.
clapped Giannis?
Yeah, yeah. I was talking crazy shit. Jimmy got that steal. We tied the ball. I'm like, man, we about to go to overtime, beat them, then go straight to Milwaukee, beat them. We going to the finals. Right.
Boom, 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 boom.
10 seconds later.
Shit, man.
That
And I've
shit,
never
yeah.
seen so much emotion from Kawhi either, man. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like 10 years of emotions. I'm like, this guy's won championships already. I ain't seen him
Yeah,
celebrate
yeah.
this much when they won the chip. And it's like,
Good for him, man. Good for him.
yeah,
That was, it's the way to go out like that.
yeah.
Man, the Sixers would have seen the Warriors in the finals. Mike would have got his revenge on Jordan Bell. They had a little scuffle, I think, earlier that season or
Oh,
that year.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I love that. I love that, man. That's that 7-5. That's that Virginia shit. That's that 7-5-7. It ain't right all the time, but hey, man, that's how I play.
Shark
That's how it
City.
is.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about everything now so far? Like everything's locked down. Like how are you dealing with quarantine? Are you prepared for like a season to potentially come back? Are you a little skeptical
I have
about it?
to. I bought a official little goal. You little put the shit in the driveway. That's the only thing keeping me sane at this point. I was enjoying the time off at the beginning. With my family, got to catch up on some stuff. But now I'm like, shit. Come on now.
Ready to rock.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to play. Like
Cabin fever.
I'm ready to play. You
Any
know what I'm saying? So
any rumors of how it might go down? Is it going down? What they leaning towards? Is it Vegas? Is
yeah.
it Disney World? Like, what are we getting?
Yeah, the phone call with Mr. Silver, he had a phone call yesterday with the players, and he mentioned Disney World, he mentioned Vegas, but for right now, it's they got to get the testing, got to make sure everybody's straight, players' safety and health, and some players had some questions about their health too, rightfully so.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe June. We'll see what happens. What are they saying in June? But for right now, they're just going off the players' safety and health, and I just want to hoop, check ball, shit,
Right.
Yeah, man. Right before the playoffs start too, man. Like this is kind of depressing
man.
for the
Right
whole
before,
world, honestly.
yeah,
We need basketball.
yeah,
Uh,
it gives us something to rally around. Even if
yeah.
even if it's no fans, which is that'll be different. But I mean,
How
whatever.
Yo,
is that like your smack volume? Is
let
that
me.
like your smack volume?
That's my quiet room. Queen flip.
Yo,
That's
we
my
gotta
quiet
ask
room.
about that.
Yo,
That's my quiet room.
the way I picture it, everything is blacked out and the court is just lit up. The 10 players,
That's
the
fire.
referees, and then we could just hear the microphones and hear y'all talking and stuff like
Oh,
that. And then now
y'all gonna hear the shit talking now. Like
that's
y'all
what
gonna,
that's what I'm
yes
talking
sir.
about, man. Like I don't want to see no lights, just the floor lit up, everything is blacked out, and then that's it, just y'all talking shit. I need 2 channels. The channel where I could just hear y'all talking, and then the channel with the announcers. And I could just
Right.
pick which one I want to watch, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm not missing a game. Run it like
You,
Summer League. I'm there, man.
you know what? You know what? Like I feel like without the crowd there, obviously, instantly the nerves automatically go down. And everybody plays at a higher level because it's kind of like
Yeah.
a scrimmage.
It's a close scrimmage. That's all it is. A close scrimmage. No fans allowed to watch the scrimmage. You bring 2 teams in, y'all play each other, bring the referees and play each other. Just like a close scrimmage.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm sure there's some people in that setting that's like, I don't know if I want to see you in this setting.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I'm
true.
100% focused.
I'm ready for it to come back. So
Yo, who's the scariest player you ever had to guard? Like you just like,
Melo,
yo, who
that's
Melo?
easy.
Oh,
Mello?
That's easy.
what?
That's easy.
Okay.
That's
Well,
easy.
what made Melo so scary to you?
I wouldn't say scary because I ain't no bitch,
Nah.
but I'll be talking crazy sometimes. Now. I'll be telling my son, man, don't listen, don't talk like daddy. Don't talk like daddy. Let daddy talk like daddy.
What Daylight said? Don't do that. Don't
Don't
do
do
Yeah,
that.
don't do that.
that. Don't
Don't
do
do that.
that.
But
It's
Melo, man, like take your pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
If you get up in him, you crowd him. He gonna drive past you. He got the quick step. Well, when he, of course, Denver Melo, New York Melo. But shit, you give him space, he gonna J you.
Mm-hmm.
He's physical, so for a player from my position, he's 6'8", same size, but he has all the tools to score. He's one of the best scorers ever. So
Yeah.
I say Melo.
Oh, man.
Even over KD, even though KD's crazy, like that shit's crazy. I only say Melo because the physical part, like the post game part.
Right.
KD, of course, he got James Harden, but for me guarding somebody, I have to guard Melo more.
Yeah,
So for
they
me,
say Melo is so deceptively strong. Like, how strong is Melo when you play
yeah,
him?
he's strong. Melo like 250. He can hold. He holds his weight good.
Yeah.
He got strong legs, lower body. I ain't trying to, but he can move you out the way. He's explosive,
Right.
and he has that mentality. He's from
From
Baltimore,
Brooklyn.
so
Oh, I
or
was going
Brooklyn, Baltimore,
Red
Brooklyn.
Hook,
Sorry,
Baltimore. Yeah,
but yeah,
two of the
so
roughest hoods. So you combine that,
yeah,
it's
so
like fuck
you
it.
got that mentality plus talent and physicality. Yeah, you gonna
Nice.
good luck.
Yeah.
And he gonna shoot, and he was shooting the ball 30 times a game. So
He had the
he was
green
gonna
light,
get,
man.
yeah, he was gonna get his numbers.
Facts.
I don't know why. Like I kind of was picturing you to say like James Harden because like he has his wizardry, and it's funny in battle rap we call this thing called the sorcery, right? Where
Yeah,
it's like when a battle rapper is like the bar's not fire, but the way he delivered it made it sound fire. And Goods
yeah.
does this shit. Goods does this shit all the time. Like a lot of
Oh
Goods bars
yeah,
is like, whoa,
delivery.
like what is this?
A
So like
whole
it's
lot of
just
sorcery.
a whole lot of sorcery. And when I watch every James Harden highlight, it's just a bunch of sorcery. I'm like, yo, how can nobody guard this? What's happening?
I
That
tell.
man works on that shit. Like
I remember one
he
time.
works on that shit.
I remember one time I'm talking to France and the Rockets game just started. And I go, yo, France, did you see that? Dribble, 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 shoot. He's like, yo,
Yeah.
this is the era now, man. I'm like, dude, put it through the
I
legs
mean, with
30
guarding
times a shot.
James, you got to guard him. So I mean, he's gonna make you work because he has the ball in his hand predominantly. You know, most of the. I mean, of course, they just got Westbrook, and Westbrook, even though Westbrook was playing real good towards the end of the season, towards the end of the Corona.
Yeah.
But you know, James gonna make you work, man, and you got to move your feet. I haven't really guarded him a lot, but I understand why you would say, you know, why not James? Because of course he's up there. But Melo different, dog. Melo different, bro.
It's
I'm
crazy.
glad.
Too physical.
I'm glad you put respect on Melo's name too, because it's like he
Come
damn
on,
near
man.
he didn't have a team at the beginning of the season, and everybody thought he
That
was
hurt
just
me. That hurt
washed.
me. That hurt me. I was like, am I missing something? Like, I don't remember Melo ever getting in trouble with the law or getting in trouble.
Right.
I'm like, how is he not on the? So yeah.
He's back.
Oh yeah, he's back.
Nah, he still got game. He still got game.
Hell yeah, sure.
I love it. I love it,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yo, and before we let you go, Mike, man, going back to like the whole small room volume shit.
Mm-hmm.
We were saying like, oh, there's probably some basketball players you don't want to see in a small, in a small basketball arena, right? In a no fans arena, in a NBA volume. Loaded Lux and Sue Surf is now in the small room. It's no longer on the stage.
A word?
Yeah.
So that's a good comparison to like something that would be in a big plateau, and now it's in a scrimmage type room. What do you think of Lux and Surf in the small room? Are you worried for Surf now, or do you think it's still more competitive?
I feel like this Surf wants this battle. I feel like, you know, everybody always gets on Surf for not having not coming all complete 3 rounds. You know, when he battled Rum Nitty, you know what I'm saying? Even though Get You Got It, he did.
Oh, he was spectacular.
Yeah, Get You Got It, he was good. But I feel like, you know, he wants this battle extra. Like he's gonna be extra for this battle. So I don't feel like, you know, there's no pressure on him. I don't know, man. I think he's gonna win that one. What you think? Y'all don't think so? Y'all like Lux?
Obviously Lux is more lyrical, but I feel like this actually shifts the pressure, right? Like Lux now is the overwhelming favorite, where it's like, yo, Lux, you're gonna wrap circles around him, and everybody thinks Surf's gonna lose because of that. And in battle rap, when you have low expectations, you get to surprise everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Verb versus Mook. Verb versus Lux.
Yeah.
Verb versus Mook.
Verb versus Mook. Everybody was saying what? Mook was gonna wash him.
Yeah,
Everybody
including
said,
me. I was
exactly.
we was standing
Everybody
there.
said Mook was
Both
gonna
of us,
wash
we guilty.
Verb.
We were guilty, man. If we go back and listen to that podcast, I was talking crazy, Mike. I was like, oh, this
In
is
New York.
I was like, this is New
In
York.
New York.
Mook is coming back. Verb got no chance. He might get around. And then I'm standing there going,
Damn,
this is getting crazy right here.
You saying you never been to an RB event? Now I wish you were there, because
I wish I was too.
that
Yeah.
energy was like nothing I've ever seen before. And when like Verb was like, "You're not one of us. How many you had on your podcast?
Not one of us.
One of us." The room just like was like,
ARP
oh.
standing there like, yeah, I got my money's worth with this one, baby.
What the room said, like,
RB, RB.
Oh,
Yo, Mike, I literally had to turn around like, yo, what's going on right now? I never seen an RBE crowd that
they did
live.
They did it during the Sharon Chef Trez battle.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I
gotta go. I gotta go to one of his events, man. I definitely gotta go. I know I live in Atlanta, so I know he likes to come to Atlanta and do events. So.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, man. I missed the New York joints, man. Like,
yeah,
them joints was fire, man. I'm a New York guy. Now I'm out in Cleveland. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Which is a whole different ball game. Like, fucking Cleveland. Yo, the Cavaliers games, we can go there and literally sit 7 rows away for like $40.
Oh yeah.
Man.
I was just there before we was just there before the whole Corona shit. Yeah, we was just there.
I'm like, man, if I could find one saving grace from Cleveland is that, land is cheap, property's cheap, and the Cavaliers games $40.
Hey, but you get to watch Colin Sexton go to work.
Oh yeah. I get to see
Right. Tristan,
Dellavedova, man. You know what
Tristan
I'm saying?
Thompson,
Tristan Thompson.
Kevin Porter.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
yeah,
they got
yeah.
Drummond now,
Yeah,
so
you know how
hey,
you talked about when LeBron left Miami,
yeah.
how it was different. How the hell do I move when LeBron leaves
When LeBron
Cleveland?
leave Cleveland,
Yo, it's
right?
like everyone is just wild depressed, man. Just like there's no, like it's just different, bro. Like there's
Yeah,
no.
I was telling the rookies there when we got there, I was like, man, we used to come here and get smacked. Like we played Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals when I was in Atlanta. They beat the shit out of us. Like this
Oof.
place, Cleveland, that stadium used to be rocking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that
Now it's
stadium.
like, what is going on here, man? But
Yep,
so c'est la vie, as they say.
exactly.
Word, word.
Yo, man. The last two things I want to ask you before we let you go.
For
One,
sure.
who was your OG in the league? Like when you came in and he kind of like took you under the wing and showed you the ropes of everything.
I had a couple, but like the main person was like Josh Smith,
Mm.
Lou Will, um,
That's a
Al
crew to
Horford.
hang out with, man.
Yeah,
Josh is from
Al,
Atlanta. Lou Will
yeah,
is turned up, and you a rookie. God, it's like
I was
in
a rookie.
Didn't he
Yeah,
Atlanta.
have the
yeah,
magic?
Oh,
Didn't he have the
oh,
sweater?
the
yeah. I got
sweater
that.
looks
Yeah,
so
yeah, for
great on
sure.
you, man. The Magic City
Oh, thank
sweater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I love the
Oh
font
man,
on it. You know what I'm
what
saying?
a
Like,
great
what
place!
a
What
great
a great
place, man.
place!
You
Yeah,
know,
I
Yeah,
know Lou Will used to take you get 10-piece lemon pepper
he's
hard fried.
He's like, I'll show
lemon
you where to
pepper,
get
of
the
course.
best wings. You know, man. If any of your
Yeah,
friends
he
come
put me
out
on.
from the bus stop, you can
Yeah,
pick them up right there. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
just,
yeah. He
you know,
put me on game. Paul Millsap. Like I learned, the professionalism. I learned, how to have your fun and be a professional at the same time through other guys. But yeah, man, Josh Smith, Lou Will, Paul Millsap, Al Horford. That's some good OGs.
yeah. Them guys got
Some
they
turned
got
up
their head on their
OGs and
shoulders.
some calm OGs. Yeah.
You need
So I had
that,
the,
man,
I had the
because
best. I had the best of both worlds.
yeah,
So that's what I
you
like.
definitely need that because it's like people think you get into a league as a professional athlete and it's like it's just it's a job. And you can
Exactly.
lose the
Yeah.
job if you don't act professional. Like a lot of guys with so much talent can't handle all that. And the next thing you know, you just don't see them anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so
Yeah.
salute to them guys because they still in the league, balling, doing their thing, cashing checks
Yeah.
and champagning and
Yeah.
campaigning, as my man
Yeah.
Jalen would say.
This will be my ninth year. So yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Hey, KG said you would have made 5, and look at you. You doubled
That's
it up.
crazy, right? That's crazy, dog.
You gotta text him and be like, yo, I'm in my 10th year now.
And he probably don't even remember that. If I told him that, he probably who are you? Like he probably wouldn't even remember that. But I'll never forget that shit.
oh man, KG's a legend, man. I mean,
Yes,
shit.
sir.
I love looking at the old. One thing I love the NBA fashion from back in the day to like now is
Yeah.
so different, man. Like dudes used to dress like they was knocking off packs on the block back then, and
Right.
then my man David Stern was like, "Yo, let's clean this up." And then now you guys have taken it to a level where it's like this is like Fashion Week in Milan, man.
Yeah.
What do you
I'm
think
kind of
about
old.
all this?
I'm kind of old school. I kind of like the big jerseys, the hoodies, the sweatpants. I kind of like, I kind of like that, like it that way. Like, I'm really into hockey jerseys, so I like to wear those. But yeah, man, this shit is Fashion Week, Paris, New York. This shit is a runway.
My man
Like,
Mike said, I'm doing it AI style, man. You
Oh,
know
you
what I'm
have
yeah,
saying?
like,
to. You
yeah,
have to.
dudes are really like go hard. They're gonna show their best fit just to hit that tunnel.
Yeah.
That's a lot for some people,
Yeah.
and kudos to them. But I'm probably a little bit more old school, so
And
I
plus,
like the baggy
like
shit.
you saying the list of all your OGs, they all kind of got the same, like, yo, just keep it cool. I'm not too flashy. Just do your job. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah,
fucked with it because like watching The Last Dance, one thing that really hit me was like looking at Scotty's contract, and everybody just like, yo, he was so undervalued. Like he's one of the best players, and he was like, he wasn't aware of what's happening. And now players your era are so smart of the business, and I'm
yeah,
just like, yo, do they come in that way? Does somebody take them under the wing? Do they meet the right person? Because obviously, once you cashing in big checks, everybody's out to get you.
yeah. I think it's more information. Social media, you can find out more stuff now these days. They can put these kids on game more. You see a lot. I just saw a couple high school kids go to this G League team, or they skipping college and going to the G
Yeah,
League
yeah.
and then going to the draft. Like players didn't know nothing about that, back in the day. Or
And they get a bag too.
yeah, they get in the bag too. So it's like, it's more information. And yeah, man, we know more now. We people putting us on game. Thank you.
Nah, that's incredible,
That's a
man.
fact, man.
And
I love to see it, man. I love to see brothers get it together, get their
Yep.
money, keep their
Get your money.
family tight. You know
Hey,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like stay low key and do what you need to do and make a career out of it, man. We love to
Yep.
see it, man. So salute to you and everybody out
Sure.
there who's figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're not big on the fashion wave, but one day you're gonna have to come down the runway with the Black Panther, show some homage to Loaded Lux in the Howard Down battle. Get a black beret, nice leather jacket. Hey, it's not a bad look.
Hollow's rebuttal was crazy too. What do you say?
What
What
a
do you say?
diva.
With these Eddie Murphy pants, he said something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hell Angel jacket with his Eddie
His Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy pants. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
The,
crazy.
the
That's a
last thing I
classic.
want to ask, bro, you play with two All-Stars,
Mm-hmm.
Simmons and Embiid. What's it like with them on and off the court? Because obviously, like, everybody probably wonders, like, yo, these are two different styles to play with. The media tries to
Yeah.
tear them apart all the time, but like, obviously, Simmons is like that point forward, and Embiid's like that. Oh shit, this is kind of like Hakeem a little bit, and one of the
Yeah.
best big men in the league. So it's so diverse. Like these two guys kind of like define what this generation is. It's so different from like the 80s and the 90s. What's it like with those two guys?
It's great, man. Well, people they so young, like you don't want to call them kids, but they're still 23, 22, like 24 years old. Like they're grown men, but they still young. Like they still got a lot left basketball left in them.
Mm-hmm.
They stars. On the court they're unstoppable. You can't stop Ben getting to the rack. I know everybody's on them about shooting, and that's gonna come.
Y'all go crazy when he makes a shot.
Yeah, because we see him. Hey, man. Hey. He shoot that shit in practice. Like I see him make corner threes all the time in practice. Cash too, like straight that. So just all it takes is just more repetition to build that confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Confidence has come from doing a lot more reps. So you just got to keep shooting, get his reps up, so he'll let that shit fly in the game. Joe's just a beast. Like he's the best center. Man, can't nobody. I mean, when he's locked, it was like. You got tough. Your condition has to be better. You gotta, focus and bust these niggas' ass like you supposed to. And he came out and against, I think Boston, they had like 40 and 15. Like just cause they challenged him, he just came out and just gave him 40 and 15. He can do that shit every night,
Man.
So, those two guys are great. They're gonna be playing for a long time, and I'm kind of like the OG to keep him safe, make sure nobody fuck with him.
The muscle, Mike the muscle.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
We just want to hoop, man. That's it. We just want to hoop.
I look at them like kind of like the duo of Charlie Clips and Goods together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got Embiid with the ill personality, and he likes to have fun and all that, and that's Clips, and then Goods is all business, and he does what he does
back.
well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a perfect. That's a
good. That's a good analogy because a lot of us want to make Goods do things that he doesn't want to do, and people want Simmons to shoot. Like, oh, shoot, and Goods is like, yo,
just not him, right? It's not him.
Right.
Where's your punches? Where's your bars? What's this?
Right.
It's not me.
He's
That's
like, I'm
not
gonna
good.
swag it out and be
swag.
Goods.
I'm gonna swag on you.
And then Embiid's gonna give you that all around game, have fun while he's doing it. Some people might be like, yo, turn up, troll you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And have a good time.
You. I love it. That's the best. I love it.
Word.
I love it. But I mean, if you're gonna troll, 40 and 15, you can do all that shit you want to. Eat whatever you want. But if you're gonna have 40 and 15, can't say nothing to you.
Shaq says that Embiid can do this every night, and that's what he expects from him. Now, as a teammate and as a team, do you guys ever sit down and go like, yo, dog, like this can be you every single night. Like come through, like let's turn up for us. Like how does that work out in a team dynamic? Like how do you tell a guy like, yo, you can be the best. You are the best center in the league. Eat now, eat.
Yeah, I mean, I tell them that. I tell them that all the time. Our
Mm.
lockers right next to each other. The arena locker room, and I always tell them like, man, I don't care, bust they ass tonight. Like, can't nobody fuck with you. I tell them that all the time. You can ask them. I'm like, Joe, can't nobody fuck with you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
for real, bust they ass. Let's go. Like, and he's young. It's gonna take time for him to, once he gets that, like, that dog, like, that shit gonna be crazy. Like, once he gets that, fuck these, like, because like I said, that game against the Celtics, I know, like, it's still an NBA team. It's still one of the best NBA teams in the league. So he gave them, and he bust their ass. I'm like, bro, you can do that shit every time. Like,
That's a
so
fact.
comes
Oh,
with maturity. Got to mature and get older. I like to see. I want to see their game when they're my age. When they get like 30, I want to see like how they game.
is the
Some grown man shit. That's what I want to see.
grown man boss? Is there a certain thing
Yeah.
that like clicks? Like you hit a certain age, you come into the NBA, you've had your fun already. Okay, now you got acclimated, and you're like, wait a
Mm-hmm.
minute. Like, all right, I got the money, I got the fame, my social medias is popping. I done did XYZ with the finest of whoever. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's like, yo, the legacy's starting to come into play. Like people are starting to be like, yo, you 28 now, you 29 now, like you 27 now. It's time to turn up. Like, is there something that clicks off in most NBA players right around that age where it's like, it's time to really like lay my game down and leave my
Yeah.
legacy behind?
Yeah. No, when you get like your fifth, sixth year, you see it, you establish yourself in the league. Um, you know, when I had my son, I was just like, you know what, man, now my life really starts. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because now I gotta really take care of somebody else. So, that shit click on, like, guys coming in and they drafting new guys, free agents coming. You gotta eat, like, you gotta provide for your family. Like, shit is real. So, for me, it was, when I had my kids and I had I got into a little situation, and I fought through that situation and got through that, and still able to be in the league. And
Yeah,
like
salute
I
to
said,
you
on
on
my
that one,
ninth
brother.
year,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's, gotta eat.
Yeah.
That shit gotta click. So somebody gonna try to take some food out of my kid's mouth. I know a lot of players say that, but it's real. So,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Salute to you on
Figure
that
that
one,
shit
man.
out.
For sure, for sure. I'm going through that right now. I'm like, I got my first one on the way. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And
congrats,
it's,
man.
thank you,
Congrats.
brother. Thank you, man. And
Congrats.
it's like,
Now your life really starts. All that
bruh,
bullshit before,
yeah, man.
now it starts
Yo,
for real.
he just did his PG. He's doing his PG right now.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the
He on the
main
main
stage there,
stage now. Now
straight
he
on
on the
Summer
main
Madness.
stage.
I'm battling,
Yeah,
I'm battling
yes,
Jay
sir.
Z now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, man, and
Now it
it's like
starts.
it's bugged out because my wife is like 6.5 months now, six. Like
Okay,
so, August, little man is coming, and it's just
that's
like
dope.
it's like you live life, and you live for you live for your woman, but now it's like there's gonna be something that's totally dependent on just me,
Yeah.
and her. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like this is bugged out. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it, but like my brain is still kind of spinning. Like I'm like, what do you do when he does this? What do you do when he does that? And it's like,
Yep.
and like my focus now on just, everything, just
College and
yeah, just
all type.
leveling up.
You
You
got
know
to
what I'm
think about
saying?
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, all the BS, like all the side stuff, whatever. Like I don't even think about that no more. It's just like tunnel vision. Like provide,
Yep.
provide, provide, provide. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, but I'm looking forward to all the fun, man. You got any advice for me, bro, for like the first 6 months on like what life is gonna be like with a
Take
with
naps
a
whenever you
kid?
can.
Get some help. Get some help. I don't know. If you know,
Now my mom said she gonna come
mom.
out for like six
Oh, okay,
months.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Somebody mom gotta help.
yeah, yeah,
Somebody mom has to help. I brought her mom. I said, no, you gotta come. You gotta help. Cause I got, basketball. I got, they crying at night.
yeah.
You trying to, especially the first couple months, they're gonna be sleeping in the bed with you. You gotta, hold on. Is he all right? Is he okay? He sneezed. Is he all right? He coughed. First time my son got sick, I couldn't sleep.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
was scared. You know what I'm saying? Cause
yeah.
I'm just like, oh shit, is he all right? He good? And then my daughter gets sick. I'm like, she'll be all right. And so suck it up. You'll be all right. Take a nap.
Take some
Take a nap.
tussin. Take some
Yeah.
tussin.
So, yeah, man, I'll definitely get some help.
Yeah.
Night nurse. But yeah, man, I would say get some help and enjoy the process, man. You really get to see, somebody grow up in
Yeah.
front of you. Now, I don't want to turn this into no fucking, Nick Jr. episode, but seeing my son grow up and talk and having we be having a conversation, I'll be like, this little, how old are you?
Yeah.
I'm 4. I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
It
Nah.
feels like they get so advanced for their age because of like what you present around them, and it's like,
Oh
whoa,
yeah,
like,
that iPad. I couldn't work no iPad. Back then they worked the iPad. They FaceTime me from the iPad. I'll be surprised if he tried to text me one day from his iPad. Like so,
well, yeah,
you know.
you're away from time because of the season. It's interesting. Vlad has a whole like different view on technology. He's like, well, I'm going to be present, so I won't give them technology young. How do you
Mm-hmm.
what do you guys think about that? It's two different views there.
Not give them technology young. I just don't want like the technology I don't want him sitting like this all day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
I
like,
feel
yo,
you.
we gonna go do some things, have some fun. And if there's technology on it, you better be learning from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have your fun. You a kid, you know what I mean? But
I mean that I can't lie. Where's your iPad? Go get your iPad. Get it. Yeah, go get your iPad. So but man, we put games and they be drawing. They do
yeah,
their math up there. They can write letters. We did homeschooling off the iPad.
right.
But I mean, shit different now, man. That iPad, they can learn so much,
Right.
from being on that shit. Like,
I feel like all three of us here didn't have a cell phone until we were teenagers. Am I correct?
Yo,
I didn't have
yo,
a phone until I
I
was
didn't
like
have a cell
13.
phone until like my senior year of high school. Like,
dude,
I was texting girls off my homeboy cell phone. Like my dad won't having that shit. Like my dad was a Marine. My dad was a 25-year Marine. He been a Marine for 25 years.
they like, boy, I know what they doing on them phones.
Man, I ain't had no.
They're sending you pictures of them cootie cat. You better stay focused on that ball.
Man, I didn't have no phone until I almost graduated. I was like, damn, my little brother had a phone. He was in middle school. I
Yo,
was pissed.
I didn't have a phone till college. Now that I think about it. So I graduated high school in 98. Cell phones was out, but it's like, what I need a cell phone for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Different times,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, now it's like, it's different. Now I
You
feel
was
like
you was phone boofing? You was phone boofing?
I was literally the only one without a cell phone. Like, I feel like I was the only one in high school without a cell phone.
That's
And I
crazy.
was one of the most popular people. So motherfuckers used to look at me like, damn, you ain't got no phone? I'm like, man, my dad don't be having that shit,
Pops
man.
ain't having it. He's like,
Hell no.
he give you that phone. He knows what's going down, man.
Right.
Word.
The second we all got phones, the ringtone era came up. So we
That's
ran
right.
the bill. We ran
Oh,
the
that's
bill
your
money.
era of
That's
hip
right.
hop, friends. The era that fucked it up.
Yeah, but
Yo,
I had the
yo.
Nextel church, so I was free on the weekends and
Oh,
free at the 6. Free at the 9. My fault. Free at the 9.
Yeah.
word.
Weekend, so I was running that shit up.
Free nights and weekends, baby.
That's
Yo,
right.
they don't know about that, Mike.
Nah.
They
They
got
don't know
the
about the chirp. They don't know about the sidekick.
yo.
They don't know about the razor.
Oh, they don't know about the Nextel flip joint, man. The
Yeah,
StarTAC.
they don't know
Oh
about
man,
Nokia with Snake on it. Like, they don't know about that shit.
they don't know, man.
Snaking was fire.
Yeah, man, come on now.
What they know about T-Mail, Mike? What they know about T-Mail?
Nothing. They
I
know
know
about
I know all of
AOL.
us got some pixelated fire joints in our T-Mail.
Hello, yo.
Yeah.
What do y'all know,
What they know about AOL? Dial up.
bruh?
Yeah, get off the phone. I'm trying to get on the computer.
How about
Yeah.
this?
Yo,
I was the first kid in my high school with the
yeah.
internet. So you
Wow.
know what that means. I was pulling up with y'all seen this? You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Wow.
seen that? I had to wait till the pixels was downloading line by line, and I'm like, damn.
Yo, parents were so upset because like you could never even be low. Like every time you connect to the internet and make that noise, like they're like
Right.
they're like, yo, get off the internet. I'm trying to get on the phone.
Yo, my pops, we Haitian. My pops be like, they said they was calling me on their phone and they couldn't get through. You was on the internet. I was like, I wasn't on the internet, Dad. I was doing my homework.
Glad you lying.
I know you on the internet. I hear their sound. I'm like, yo, bruh, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. You looking at porno? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. Now look at that, friends. They got porns on the phone. You don't even need to
Yeah.
sneak that
What?
joint.
They got it
It's
on social
free.
media.
Yeah.
You scroll on your timeline too late, you might run into it.
Oh, for sure.
You turn on
Love Twitter.
Twitter, yo, especially
Twitter
on
after dark.
Twitter, bro.
They should have a Twitter after dark.
Word, man. BT Uncut turned into Twitter after dark, man.
That's right.
I remember I
That's
used to
right.
be on the train going to work in the city, and I'm like, oh, let me put this away, man.
Right.
Let me wait till I
Motherfucker,
get off
look
the
over your
train.
shoulder.
Right? Just twerking out the blue. I'm like, what's going on here, man?
But you know the crazy people on social media like that, the after dark, the weirdos, the eggshells, they kind of make this shit home because you just can't help but laugh.
Yeah,
Like
man. Twitter's great.
I
Twitter's
had a
great.
profile follow me yesterday. It has a murder hornet as the icon, and the name says "Murder Hornets for Hire."
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it, dog.
You gotta
How
love
can you
it.
not love this shit?
You gotta
It's
love it,
fucked
man.
up.
Word, man. And you guys, man, it's a whole different era. I mean, Jordan got chastised for playing at the casino. It's like y'all lives are.
They ain't go through this.
Imagine if there
No,
was social
no.
media
Can't, doc,
around.
they can't say that. Can't say that.
If there was
They
social
can't.
media around, it would have been crazy for MJ back then, man.
Crazy, bruh.
What?
Crazy.
All them
Crazy. You know,
snow
so
bunnies he
they
would have
catch
got caught
everything
with.
now.
It would
Yeah.
have been a mess,
They
man.
catch everything now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan coming out the Four Seasons. It would have been a
Oh,
mess,
man.
man.
All that.
Word,
You
Oh
know,
man.
man,
yeah.
Mike, thank you for your time, brother. Man, you're a friend of the
Hey,
show,
man.
our fellow
Yes,
battle rap
sir.
degenerate. You know we will be
Right.
keeping you updated with battle rap news all the
Yeah,
time.
man. Hit me up, man. Whenever y'all want to, you know, I could talk about battle rap all the time, man.
Oh
I
man,
can
you
talk about
got it,
battle rap all
brother.
the time. So, yeah.
And if you can for us, please, whenever the season starts again, find out who are the other battle rap degenerates in the league. Send them
Okay.
our way because obviously
Okay.
we gotta gatekeep everybody. We gotta talk to Dame. He loves him some bars.
Yep.
Everybody loves
Yep.
some battle
Gotta do
bars.
that. Gotta do that.
We need to figure it out.
Sir. Yes, sir,
Word,
for
man.
sure.
Let's Talk Battle
Appreciate
Rap
y'all.
podcast. Mike Scott, man, this has been a classic. Thank you so much, brother. Can't wait to see you
Yes, sir.
balling
Thank you.
again, man.
I appreciate you guys, man. Yes, sir.
Oh man, thank you. Peace.
Have a
All
good
right,
one,
bro.
brother.
All right.